Welcome to the GAiM Plan podcast, the show that helps you grow wealth, create passive income, and achieve your financial goals faster. I am your host Damodhar Mata, author, blogger, and financial advisor in Dubai. This is weekly market update as of 19th December 2021. Tune in every week for news, views, and market moves. In this episode, we will discuss the triple whammy that brought the markets down last week, and we will learn a new phase, Quadruple Witching, and we'll also discuss the following year's outlook. Let me begin today's show by wishing all those celebrating Christmas later this week a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Despite the relaxed mood of the holiday season, there was sustained selling pressure in the global markets last week due to the triple whammy of A. The Quadruple Witching, B. The Omicron threat, and C. The Fed U-turn. What is Quadruple Witching? Quadruple Witching is nothing but a spooky big word referring to the simultaneous expiry of 4 financial contracts. 1. Stock index futures. 2. Stock index options. 3. Stock options. And the last, single stock futures. It happens every quarter on the third Friday of March, June, September, and December. On this day, typically, trading volumes are very high as traders square off their positions. While this term usually means a lot to traders, it is of little significance to investors. However, last week the Quadruple Witching coincided with the 180-degree shift the Fed made and the Omicron threat, further exacerbating market volatility. The Fed made a complete U-turn in the last 2 weeks to classify US inflation as not transitionary. After Wednesday's meeting, Chief GAiM Powell announced that the Fed would push the pedal on tapering, ending the bond purchases by March next year. He also indicated 3 potential interest rate hikes in 2022 in an attempt to curb inflation. The third reason for the sell-off last week was the Omicron variant threat, spreading swiftly while the Delta variant is still active. The coincidence of these 2 variants could spike the number of cases globally in January, warranting further social restrictions and market volatility. Traders and institutional investors sold in response to the triple whammy to lock in the spectacular profits earned during the year. Moving on to Europe. European equities were down last week amidst tightened social restrictions and fear of stringent monetary policies. In an attempt to curb inflation, the Bank of England raised interest rates for the first time in more than 3 years. On the other hand, the European Central Bank left its monetary policy unchanged, at least for now. However, it indicated that the transition from ultra-easy monetary policy is inevitable, but it will be gradual. Moving further east into India and China. Chinese equities were down due to the resurgence of COVID-19 cases, export restrictions by the US, and the delisting fears. India. Shares in India were also down on weak global cues and sustained FII selling throughout the last 3 months. FIIs have sold almost 95,000 crore worth of equities in the previous 3 months. Outlook. After a steep rally last week, investors and institutions booked profits amidst the triple whammy discussed above. However, the expert outlook for the year end and the following year is still positive. Prudent asset allocation in value stocks, defensive sectors, bonds, gold and cash can provide necessary cushion to withstand potential volatilities. This was weekly market update as of 19th December 2021. I hope you found it valuable and engaging. I have now completed 19 weeks of market updates including today. How do you feel about this? Do you think I'm adding value? Let me know what your thoughts are. Also let me know if you have any suggestions to improve my content and delivery. If you think I'm adding value, please help me reach out to your network by liking and sharing this podcast. This would be of great help to me. You are listening to the GAiM Plan podcast, the show that helps you grow wealth, create passive income, and achieve your financial goals faster. Subscribe on YouTube, Apple, Google Podcasts, or on your favorite podcast app. I'm your host Damodhar Mata. Until next week, stay safe, stay invested.